Hey, hello, hi, all. Welcome to my YouTube channel Tech Grantha. Today we are going to discuss about the another video session in the JMeter tool, and we are going to discuss today assertions in the JMeter, like how can we put the assertions. So first we will go some basic introduction, like what is assertion and type of assertions. Then we will do the some demo practice also. I will show you in the example. Okay, so in between, if anyone missed to subscribe my channel, just please subscribe the channel and just share to your friends and colleague. And also, if you have any doubt, any questions, you can comment in the comment box. Okay, let's start. Okay, so first of all, what is the assertion? So assertion is nothing like which is going to help to validate your result. Like you can put some checkpoint, like for example, if you pass any request and it hits to the server, and you will get back to the response. But to verify like you have got the expected response or not, so that's the reason we are just going to put the assertions. And in the JMeter, there is a multiple way we can put the assertions. Like if you right click on the thread group, you can see that add option, and in the add we can go on the assertions. And assertions, you can see the multiple assertions type is available. Like one is the response assertions, JSON assertions, then size assertion, XPath assertions. Those are the multiple type of assertions which we can put on there. Okay, so now we are going to show you the demo. So for demo case, I just prepare the one script for the JPEG store application in the UI, and also I will show you the some practice session for the API side as well, like how can we put the like assertions on there. Okay, so for example, like once we will launch the home page of the JPEG store, you can see that page is going to open. And if you click on any of the category, like if I click on the fish category, then here you can see that type of the pages came on there. Okay, so now I am going to validate the launch page. Okay, so how can I do that one? So already I just developed the script that the launch page, and there I just already added the assertions. So in the sessions, you can see there is a multiple field is available. Like, so I just take as a main sample only. Okay, and fail to test, like when your response assertion should get fail something. So there is a multiple options which you can select, like the text response code, in the sense like if you are going to check with the uh, 200 300 400 status or something, so you can select the response code. And if you're getting the response from the response message, then you can select the response message. And for example, you are going to validate something on in the response header side, you can just select the response header, and in that way, like you can select all those options. Okay, so now I just selected the text response, and what the response I'm going to put as a assertion. So for the assertion, the main important thing, like you need to use whatever the title is going to be remain same for throughout. Okay, so for example, the launch, I just take it as the JPEG store, like which will come every time on there. Okay, so that's when I just put as a JPEG store demo on there. Okay, after that, the second request is a category, and for that I just put the product ID as a assertion. Okay, so how I find out the product ID as assertion? So if I will click on the fish, right, so here you can see the fish is available, and after that the product ID and name. And if I will come back and if I will select the cats, okay, so here you can see the cat is also getting changed. So that means that assertions we can't put, like that will be going to be remain different every time. But the product ID and name, which will be the remain same on every time. Okay, JPEG store demo we are not going to use, because already we used the one time for the one request, so we are going to use a different assertion on there. So that's when I just should use the product ID as the second assertion in the category field. So I use there. Now I'm going to run for one iteration. Okay, now I just click on the run button, and I just ran. And okay, let me clear first. Okay, I'm just going to replay it again. So now here you can see the launch category, we are getting 200, and the response code is also getting proper. And the same thing for the category field, we got the proper response code. Okay, so in that the way we can put the assertion in the UI side. Okay, now I am going to show for the API side as well. Okay, so there I just created the one API. So for that I just took the example from the application of the regex. So here I just created the one API for the get method with the list user, and that is my request body, and that the response I'm going to it should come on there. Okay, so already I just created that API, and that is the get method, and here I just put the assertion as the ID. Okay, so how I put that one? So for example, if I am going to make that disable, okay, now I am going to run the script. Okay, so now I ran, and the response I'm getting there. I went on response header, and for that particular, you can see here is a some page. So any of the things you can put, like for example, if I want to put as a page, right? So what I can do, I just enable that one, and here I can put the session is page. Okay, and now if I'm going to run, my script is getting passed. Okay, if suppose you want to put the multiple things on there, right? If suppose I put as a first name as well. Okay, so what you need to do, you just add the another assertion on there. Go on the assertion, response assertion contains, just add okay, otherwise you can just add from the previous also. Okay, the same assertions I put on add, and just given as the first name as well. Okay, let's see it is going to be work or not. I just repeated that again, and I can see that is also working fine. Okay, so that the way you can put either assertion on there. Okay, now I will show the one assertion as a JSON side also. Okay, because there I am getting the JSON assertion. So here I need to put the path of the JSON. Okay, so what I'm going to validate, I am going to validate for the first branch, suppose, so which I'm just going to take it as a page. Okay, so the syntax is like dollar dot and the page. Okay, now I am going to run, and I will just make that as a disable, and I will just validate like the JSON response is going to be work properly or not. And now I just replace the script. Okay, now I can see the JSON extension is also working fine and getting the proper response. So for example, if I will make any mistake on there, if I put 54 and now I am going to run, you can see it is throwing the error. And what type the error it is shown, like a JSON assertion is getting failed. Okay, so that means it is not matched properly, so that's when it is throw the error. Okay, now I just again change correct one, and again it is working fine. Okay, so that the way we can put the assertion on the JMeter side. Okay, so hope that video helps to you, and thanks to everyone, and please share the videos to your friend and colleague, and soon I will upload some more additional videos on the JMeter side to the advanced level concept as well. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks to all.